Simulang Sanbonani Hoyedak. It's your host, Lesedi Mause, right here on hashtag Listen in Flu Market 101. I am not alone, however, I have a guest with myself. So, therefore, I'll be giving over to him to just give us a bit of a background of who he is, where he's from, what is it that he's been up to right now, and we'll take it from there.
Hey guys, I like to say thank you so much for inviting me today. I'm privileged. Yeah, I'm honored actually, and I love the invite. So more about myself, mostly known as Mr. Kimberly, Mr. Viable, Mr. BeYou, born and raised in Kimberly. And yes, I'm a brand ambassador, entrepreneur, and a pageantry model. Yes.
Right. This is VU Nkululeko. Like he has said, he's currently holding a position, rather a title for Mr. Kimberly 2023, which is just something that I think we share
Mm.
together, something we have in common
Uh,
because I'm also into pageantry.
yes.
But nonetheless, I have a bit of an icebreaker just
Mm.
to soothe our moods, because I can feel my nerves right now. So, well, on that, I'm just going to give you like just one riddle. Are
Okay.
you good at the riddles?
I don't really like riddles to be honest, but you can go for it.
Okay. So what is it? Um, what is it that when you say it? What is it that when you say it,
Mm.
you break me?
I break you.
Yes.
I say it.
Yes. It's okay when it's quiet, but the
Yeah.
moment you say it,
So
you break it.
I break it.
Yes.
Is it something solid or is it a word or something?
It's a word. What word? This is now. Let me give you an example. This is the word, right?
Mm-hmm.
I am the word saying, as long as it's quiet, you do me justice. But the moment you say something, you break me.
The heart.
Silence.
Silence.
Yes.
Silence.
Yes, because when it's utterly
Huh?
silent, it's okay, right?
Okay.
But the moment you say something, the silence is broken. Yeah. So yeah, that is just but it.
Yeah.
So
Taught me something actually.
is it true? That's great.
Yeah.
I have one question for you though when we
Mm.
start this, right?
Mm.
When I reached out to you, what were the emotions that you felt? Because I feel like these are opportunities that many of us need, especially in our province, in our city, in our small town, to say, you know what, we need people who can reach out to us so that we can actually put ourselves on the map. Not that we're not known, but to actually get people familiarized with who we are. Yes.
When I got your message, it was unexpected because I was busy with BU, all my goals and everything. But I love the message. To be honest, I loved it, and I showed my team. My team was very proud of it. Yeah, like to be honest, when you say being an entrepreneur, now one thing for sure, sometimes you may not get what you want. You just need to get up and go for it. See, so that's what I did. Yeah, for being Mr. Kimberly, being like who I am today, mostly known as Mr. BeYou. So I went out for my opportunities, unlike just being at home, be like, hey, but they know me, and they will come to me. No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. You have to be the one that's going out for it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And with you saying that, you actually remind me of what my mentor once said to me,
Mm-hmm.
that you cows don't give milk. And
Honestly,
people don't understand why
mm.
we say cows don't give milk. You can milk a cow, it does
Mm.
not give you milk.
It does not give you
Meaning you
milk.
need to go to the cow and get the milk. It's the same with opportunities.
Uh,
You need to stand up, get up, and go get that opportunity,
we have
because
to.
there are a number of them out there. But because we're so reluctant, we don't go out and
Mm.
after them. So, with that already being said, right?
Mm.
How has it been for you navigating,
Mm.
just you being in Kululeko and navigating within these spaces? I mean, I think BU started when you were still in school. Can
Yeah.
you take me back, just, down memory lane?
It's actually a long story, so I'll just be short on it. Started in high school when I was in grade 11. People used to say I'm always being myself. That's how everything started. So in grade 12, I decided to open a brand, Be Fashions, and Be Yourself, you see. Yeah, so while I was doing my matric year, everybody was like, "Nkululeko, focus on your schoolwork." I was focusing on my schoolwork, but B kept on running. You see, he kept on running, and the same year, like before I wrote my exams, I was planning the fashion show, the launch of BB Fashions. So that's what everything happened. Immediately after my exams, most of the people are like exhausted, feel like depressed and all that. But immediately when I was done with my exams, I went straight into the fashion show. Like literally, the Friday night, I went to do host the fashion show
Oh,
after my
wow.
paper. like literally after my paper.
So what
Yeah,
you're saying to us is, you know what, Lizette, when you want something, it does not matter what people think. It
yeah.
does not matter what people say. So in a nutshell, you can basically say that that actually validated your
Mm.
dreams. That you know
Yeah,
what, whatever you want, you can get it done,
you can get it.
despite the schoolwork, despite because people are never gonna understand your drive. They're never gonna understand how hungry you are for something.
They won't.
Wow. So Nkululeko, there's a lot to ask you. There really is a lot to ask you.
Yeah, yes,
So
yes,
with that being said,
yes.
what are the challenges that you have faced coming
Mm.
into the industry of fashions, right? What are the challenges that you faced? How did you overcome them? And what are some of the things that you still find yourself encountering today?
There are a lot of challenges, to be honest with you. There's a lot, and I'm still facing a lot of challenges, like getting resources, equitable resources, proper resources, quality. Quality is very important, you see. So when I was like, I would say in my younger days, I was still busy with BU, it was a challenge getting suppliers in Kimberley. As you know, Kimberley is not that, you see. So you need to go out of Kimberley, like Josie, Western Cape, everywhere, you see. So that was my first challenge, but I did it. I got a supplier, got my products done, started selling. And now after selling, we get a problem whereby you see when you meet your customers now, one thing about branding, getting the product is easy. Getting the product is very easy. The problem is getting to the customer. That's the problem, you see. So that was one of my challenges, but I managed. BU says a lot. He has a message, so that's how I got to my customers. That's how everything worked out. And at this point, I have a few challenges that I'm facing in life, but I feel like those challenges is just a stage in my life. You see, just a stage in my life, and I'll get it done, and I won't stop until I get it through. You see, as BU, I have a magazine coming.
Mm-hmm.
So I have resources that I need to get together, get a few partners, get promoters,
Yeah.
ambassadors, models, a photo shoot area, you see, something like that. Yeah.
Talking about the fashion, the BU magazine, I really did see that the magazine is already launched, or is it still launching? Is it yet to be launched?
It's yet to be launched.
It's yet to be
Yeah.
launched. I saw a number of pictures that were posted from the magazine, just
Mm.
an overview of what it actually would be carrying, the content, and it's something beautiful. So, what is it that you say to someone young in Kimberley that is wanting to thrive in the business sector?
Mm.
You know, because it's not easy to be an entrepreneur.
It's not
We need
easy.
to constantly just find ourselves waking up, pushing. You
Pushing.
know, it's
You have
it's it's
to.
it's it's you. It's
Yo.
brain wracking. So, what is it that
Yeah.
you say to a young person? The first thing is obviously be you.
Yeah. Be you. That's the first thing. But sometimes being yourself it's very difficult getting to know who you are, and it takes time. You have to be patient to know who you are. At this stage, I don't really know me that well, but I'm still getting to know myself. You see, but one thing I know that I'm an entrepreneur. I love business. I love creating new work. I love giving employment. I love working with people. You see, so as a young entrepreneur, like a friend of mine, or maybe someone who does not know me, I will tell them just keep on doing what you want to do and keep on being consistent. Sometimes being motivated won't get you what you want. It's important to be disciplined and knowing that this is what I want. I have to get this. Okay, today I'm feeling depressed or something. I feel like this, but don't let that keep on repeating itself in your head. Just do what you have to do.
So basically, what you're saying to me right now is it's important for young people to understand that you need to be more rational than emotional when you get into business.
Honestly,
Yeah,
honestly, you have
because
to.
we use emotions a lot. That person didn't pay me. I'm no longer pushing this thing, you know. I love what you just said. So tell me, we are going to move slightly away,
Mhm.
but we're still in the context of BU,
Okay.
right? As a brand, BU Fashions.
Mm.
There's a magazine, there's a website, obviously,
Yes.
as well, which will, however, be dropped with the video so that people can actually have access to see what is BU all about. What is it that you offer them? What is the product that you have at hand? So, can you just take me a little bit through the products that you have right now?
Like all BU products.
Just a few. It's
Just
okay.
a few.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a few on my bag. In my bag, can I show you?
Yeah, you can show me. Feel welcome to show.
Let me move this here. Okay, so this is the luggage bag. First of all, the big luggage bag that I use for my products. Okay, this is my packaging. This is the bag. Yeah. I have different kinds of packaging there, but that one is perfect for the small bag. Yes. And this is the other bag. It's giving brownish vibes. It's kind of like a side bag. Yeah, you can put. Mhm. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Now this is the white student bag. Mm. That's the white student bag that I used, and mostly people love it because it's easy. It's I would say it's straight to the point as well. Yeah, it's BeYou and also it's nice and simple, fashionable. You can dress it anytime you want. You see, it goes with it. I would say QK came to me and told me everything about it. And I was so into it. I love the theme and he actually hired me as a graphic designer for the show. And I was like, okay, I know the kind of scene I'm going for, the kind of fashion products I'm going for. And also you saw I use pink because pink and white they move together and it's very bright. You see, yeah. So basically my motivation and my like perspective for the show was that I just want to show people that BeYou can do it and BeYou has the capacity to do it as well. And I just want to show people that I can give them more products. You understand? Because I had new products that the jean bags. And people love them. And Mercedes Benz, the new Val in Kimberley, yeah, they were also there. They loved it. They even came to her. They was like, "Oh, I love what you're doing. I love the name. I love the BU." And also, I feel like everybody that they really enjoyed the runway. BU is a brand, yeah? It's a brand. So a brand is something long term. It's not short term, maybe less than a year or maybe 2 years, 3 years. No, it's not. It's long term. So your marketing strategy, it needs to keep on changing as time goes. It needs to move with the market also, you see. So what I'm trying to do is that I do my research as myself. I have to do my research. Always it's very, very important. Yeah, so I use different kinds of website. I use Facebook, I use Instagram. What do I use? I also use WhatsApp. There's a new channel. Yeah, I created a new channel of BeYou. Yeah, so far, as I said, I'm a graphic designer. So I create my own stuff. So I always have posters. I always have different kinds of products. I always have something new. So it's important to have something new always. And also, I'm not gonna say everything like details of the marketing strategy. But if you wanna know more about it, just please just DM me on any platform. Just let me know what's happening, then we can talk.
BU Fashions is
Mm.
actually worth you as Nkululeko, right?
Mm.
The founder of it. And then you also came with the Rebel Designs where you now do your graphics.
Mm.
Tell me a little bit about that. When did that now start? Because I already have a bit of an idea when BU started, but when did Rebel start now? When did you put out
Uh,
posters and flyers
mm.
out then be like, hey, contact
Graphics,
me?
graphics.
Graphics.
I would say when I was young, when I was in grade 7, I loved editing. I was always the guy. I'm always on my phone. You see, always Nkululeko, Nkululeko. Does my mom always telling me about that? I'm always on my phone. Can't you know Nkululeko is always busy editing. You see, that's how I grew into it. So I started using my phone. What is this? What did I use? PixArt. Started using PixArt. I use it a lot most of my high school days. But I changed in grade 10. Yeah, this is when I met a friend of mine. Yeah, a friend of mine, I won't disclose that. But yeah, a friend of mine, he helped me and he showed me everything and how it's done and how to get the proper app, not the app actually, the software. Yeah, and how it works, do research, YouTube and all that. So yeah, that's when everything started. That's when I started like getting customers, like big customers though. Yeah, so that's how everything went. Yeah.
So basically, you're a student of, University of YouTube. You learn some things online and you
Yeah,
utilize them.
yeah,
That
I
is actually
utilized it.
incredible.
I didn't go to school for it.
Um, but all of that
Mhm.
that you've said, I heard you say now you started getting customers, right? Meaning the finances started working out. When you started, did you have any source of income because you were still a scholar then? So were you using your pocket fare to ensure that actually you get the product
Mm.
out there, you get the brand moving? What was the source of income that was put in, and what is your
Mm.
risk management when it
Mm.
comes to finances?
Okay. You know how everything started? Now, say it started with Rebel Graphics. You know, my mom bought me a laptop when I was in high school. So I started using the laptop with the software. So when the business brought more income, that's when I started like thinking, how about I use this income and invest it into BeYou? You see, so that's how everything works. And at this point, it's still working that way. I always have capital. I always make sure that I have something so I can create a new product. You see, so that's how everything works. You see, and regarding income and my finances, I always make sure everything is balancing. I always make sure that I have capital, and I always make sure that my risking is on point, and I know what I have to get. And sometimes, in business, you make a loss, nah? But when you make a loss, make sure that it does not keep you back. You see, make sure it keeps you forward. You learn from your mistakes, and you know what's the next step. You cannot be dwelling in one place the whole time and like I made a loss or I made a loss on this event or what happened. But in the end of the day, you make a loss. Don't keep that pulling you back because it's really gonna affect you,
Yeah.
honestly.
So we live in Kimberley, and there's this stigma that
Mm-hmm.
entrepreneurs are not being supported or small coming businesses are not yet recognized. So, as an innovative person, because I picked that up as you speaking, that you're very innovative, right? You find ways to utilize and ensure that you actually grow the product. It's not about what is holding it back, but what can keep it going forward. I think that is one of your risk management strategies. So, what is it that you are going to say right now to a person in Kimberley, especially a young person who wants to make it, but have no understanding of that because of the stigma that we don't get support in Kimberley?
Okay, I would say, as I said before, do your research. You cannot just be doing something, then you don't know what's gonna be the outcome of it, because sometimes you get different kinds of outcomes, and you're gonna be like, okay, this is not what I expected, this is not what I wanted, and you're gonna be mad and everything. You see, so I would say do your research. Research is very important, very important.
Research is indeed important.
It is.
Nkululeko,
Mhm.
ne, I have something to ask you. I have something to ask you. I'm gonna go off topic for like a
Okay.
second or two, but longer than that because I'm sure I can't keep my words short as well. So, what pushed you to enter for Mr. Kimberly, and then you actually came out a winner? Like, how did you get that one right?
Uh, okay, It happened when I was at college. I started being Mr. Valentine during the Valentine season. Yeah, so I won Mr. Valentine. Then after that, there was this event, Mr. NCU. Unfortunately, I didn't make it, but I was like, okay, it's cool, it's a loss, but it doesn't mean I have to stay back. See, does not define me. See, so then after that, I saw a poster of Mr. Miss Kimberly, and I was like, okay, this is huge. Should I do it or not? You see. Then I entered. When I when I entered, I was very nervous. I was very nervous. Remember, we have to do this. What is this? Interview, whereby you describe yourself and everything. Yeah, but what drove me to go to that is because I needed an image for myself. I didn't want BU to only be seen by me. You see. Yeah, because when it comes to business, the owner or the founder cannot be always on the face. You see. So yeah, that's how everything worked out. Then I decided to be this Mr. Kimberly because I want to create an image for myself and know where I'm going in life. And also, I feel like it's the part of me that I'm going into. Yeah, and I love that stage for myself. And I know I can motivate people to do it as well. You see, because a lot of people have been asking me, how do you become Mr. Kimberly? And how was the nerves, you see, and everything.
Experience in
Yeah,
general.
yeah.
It's nerve wracking. Pageantry can nerve your wrecks a
Oh,
lot,
yeah,
wreck your nerves a lot.
but it's very
I
nice.
just switched my words and I noticed something is wrong here.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, Nkululeko, right? Do you think you'd go into pageantry again? Is there a specific pageant that you see yourself entering in the near future, or not yet?
This year, nope, not this year. This year is BU year. Yeah, it's BU year this year.
You heard it. This year is BU year. Now, with that being said, I'm gonna just derail a little bit our language,
Okay.
Rabatswana akere.
Mm-hmm.
So what I wanted to ask you is, and I'm gonna ask it in a very local level language because re bua yalo in Kimberley,
Mm.
right? But what I wanna understand ke gore ke eng se o ka se rang motho e leng gore they are pushing
Mm.
or junk,
Mm.
number one,
Yeah.
to do. Obviously, that's BU. Have your research identified, know exactly what it is that you want, meaning you know your niche market. You can't just be selling bags, but you don't know who's the specific customer that you're tailoring for. But now, in terms of, because you were in pageantry, and I believe you understand that pageantry is about giving back to the community, doing charity works, and that,
Yes.
how do you think that BU can innovatively give back to society, especially young children?
Mm.
Because I feel like we need to build them more.
Mm.
Yes.
As I speak, I had an idea yesterday. Now, I had an idea. Actually, sent my girlfriend. Now, I told her everything about it. So, as Mr. Kimberly, no, and also I have a brand on the side. I decided to collaborate. You see, because it's two different things. Yeah. So as BU, I'm planning on getting suppliers now, suppliers and more extra bags and more clothing. You see, not basically new clothing always. At least get from other people to donate clothing and everything, because I feel like your old clothes now could bring happiness to somebody else. You see, that's what I noticed also. Yeah, so that's my drive at this moment. That's what I want to achieve at this moment, because I have to do it. I feel like this is a season for it, and it's winter. Winter is very cold, just to be honest.
Yo, winter is very cold.
Winter is very cold, so that's what I'm doing now.
But also, I take it that you understand that as a business individual, as an entrepreneur,
Mm.
the hand that gives actually also receives. So when you have that much, we should be looking out for people who need, because what you're saying is actually true, that what is old for you could be something that makes someone feel like they matter. And I feel like that's what a lot of young people need in today's day and age,
Yeah.
day and time, that you matter regardless of the situation at home, because it does not define you. We look at people who've made it in the industry. Many of them actually come from households that are needy, but they thrived regardless of the situations. So I really, really do appreciate the fact that you still are consistent in saying be you. When somebody asks you,
Mm.
what is it that I should do? The first thing is be you. And that is the most difficult thing to do, because if you don't understand your power as you, it takes away your ability to be able to discern what is right and what is wrong. So, um, yeah, pageantry. That's pageantry for you. You're a graphic designer. You own a fashion brand. It's just a lot. So how do you maneuver in all of this? How do you make time? Because also you're studying. So how do
Yeah,
you?
yeah,
Where do
facts.
you find the time?
I feel like it's all about prioritizing everything. Yeah, I feel like that's the most important thing. I always make sure this month I work on this month I work on this. And when it comes to events, I always take my 2 months of my time and I dedicate it to it. Then I achieve it. I work on it the whole season. Yeah, that's how I do my stuff. I always prioritize. I don't do everything at once because it's gonna be overwhelming. You see, it's too much, and you need your right mind on it, and you need to rest also.
And a positive attitude. So what you're saying to me right now is that, Lisedi, when you are pushing something, you don't need to be doing. You could be having a number of entities, but
Yes.
focus. Give them priorities. Focus on this one now. When you're done with it, move on to the next project. You can't do everything at once. I feel like that is what is killing a lot of us as
Honestly,
entrepreneurs,
honestly.
because this month you want to host a festival,
Mm.
and then you want to do
You
this,
wanna
and then
do
you want to
this?
do that, and you become jack of all trades but a master of
Yeah.
none,
Must have
because there's just
not.
so much that you're doing. I love that. I really do love that. So, moving forward, after this experience, right? I believe it's not going to be our first. This is not our first with you. We will need, however, another one to be like after that interview, because you opened the third season for us. What is it that has changed? What developments are there? How is it that we can assist you to ensure that, okay, the brand does not only remain the brand behind scenes, but people see it on their screens as often as possible? Because I mean, who does not want to grow their brand? Brand visibility is one
Very,
of the most important things.
very important.
You gotta
Yo.
wake up even when you don't feel like it.
You don't have a
Wow. But
choice.
I want to tell you also one thing.
Yeah.
It's your vibrancy, it's the ethics that you carry, it's the moral and principles that you have, the discipline that you have, that is going to take you far. Not everybody responds to an invitation the way you did. Some people would be like, mm-mm, mm-mm, but you don't understand where your blessing is.
Yeah,
Because
honestly,
sometimes it
honestly.
takes one person to see you and be like, you know what, I see potential in this thing. So your drive and your eagerness is going to take you very far. I
Very
don't know
far.
what you think of that,
I agree with you.
but that is it. And by the way, that is me giving you my blessings. So you'll never go
Thank you
wrong
so
in
much.
life.
Thank you.
Is there anything that you feel like you want to share with me that I haven't asked you, that you feel like people need to know of, but I might have slightly missed it?
Mm.
Then you can feel free to talk about that.
You mentioned something about it, like magazines. So there's a friend of mine, Justin, Justin Fries. Yeah, I hope I pronounce it perfectly. Yeah, so he is a designer, a very good designer actually, very good. He does feminine clothing, like mostly what is it called, corset or something like that. What is yeah, that. He does a lot, né? And also he does dresses and everything. So we spoke the other day. Like Christmas now, we have what is this, a magazine coming. So I'm thinking I'm tired of digital always. You see, I want something physical. You see, yeah. So we're planning on that. As myself, I'm also planning on doing that. Yeah, I'm also planning on like getting promoters for it, and also planning on getting partners. When I say partners, I mean whereby people, let me say the partners' products now, I can advertise them on the magazine. You see, also getting proper models, also getting a perfect photo shoot area, you see, because that's very important. You see, yeah, but regarding the graphic side, I feel like I have that organized already. Yeah, but the main thing regarding the magazine is to give out the word, you see. And also, there's a lot of people that are very talented in Kimberley, one thing for sure, very talented. And I feel like the fashion industry in Kimberley, I don't know if you noticed,
It's big.
it's
It's
big
big, big,
and it's
big.
growing.
Yeah.
It's growing like very large, you see. So I'm trying to like tap into it, and basically, as myself, I came here to give out opportunities, and
Yeah.
I came here to achieve my my goals.
Your goals.
You
Yeah.
see, so basically, the main aim for BeYou magazine is to work with people. You see, work with people, work with companies, get to spread the message. As more importantly, the message
The
is very
message.
important because you see sometimes on my digital magazines, I always like type down the message and make sure being like I said the other time there was a quote saying being yourself is very being yourself is very like important, nah? And also is being honest, like being honest to yourself, knowing that I love this, I don't love this, or what do you prefer, what you don't prefer. You see, like being yourself is being honest with yourself, accepting your flaws and everything. You see, so that's also one of the main aims of the magazine. You see, yeah. So I would say the magazine is coming, guys. It's coming, and it's coming very, very hard. Just
I
know that.
noticed because even people from Botswana were busy sharing you. I don't know if you noticed. There's a lady from Botswana who actually highlighted your post,
No?
and yeah, I was following it. The one that you posted recently, the pictures that are now featured on the magazine.
Okay.
A lady actually did screen grab all of that, and they were like, "I feel like we should do this also in our country." So it actually shows you that someone out there is watching. Somebody is looking at what you're doing, and do not stop at any cost. Keep on going forward. Keep on pushing and just also remain true to yourself because sometimes the world becomes such a messy place that we end up forgetting who we truly are. So just stay that, keep that to your core
Definitely.
and keep pushing with that. And all the best with your future endeavors, all the best would be you, all the best would pageantry. Hopefully, we'll see you somewhere someday soon. But don't forget to just also keep in contact so that we can know how we as hashtag listen can actually play part in assisting you, especially when it comes to marketing, advertising your brand, getting your product out there. You understand? We'll definitely be assisting you with that as well.
Thank you so
As soon
much.
as you give us a shot, then we are more than willing to help you. So, any last words to your listeners, to our viewers, and everybody? Feel more than welcome.
Okay, to my viewers, to my like loyal customers, to my friends, to my family, like just to say a few words. Just keep on doing you, keep on pushing, and don't forget to always know what you want in life. That's very important. And also we have challenges in life, so it's part of life. So that's what you must. Dog, that's what you must. Yeah.
The man said it himself, Dala Wachuma. So, Nkululeko, one more thing before I forget. Do mention your social media handles, platforms where we can actually get you as they are, so that people who are watching can say, like, you know what, I want to see what these people are talking about, and actually just go to your pages and check you out.
Okay, on Instagram, the company name is BeYou Fashions. Yeah, BeYou Fashions on Instagram. Facebook, BeYou Fashion, same thing. Yeah, we only have two social platforms handles. Yeah, we don't do Twitter actually. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, so it's only Instagram and Facebook. But if you want my WhatsApp details and everything, you'll get it on the bio on every business profile.
On both the profiles.
Yeah.
That is incredible. However, we'll also be sharing the remaining details like the website on the podcast and everything that was not mentioned, right? And
Okay.
all of that will just follow. People will still have that much access to you.
Mm.
And we'll be sure to also have your contacts there so that they can actually subscribe to the channel, or they'll just search the channel still,
Okay.
and then they'll be able to. Thank you very much. That is me le sere ke kgomoditse mao se ngwanyana morolong o morakilo se tlharoganyana di maotwana di senang bogonolo di molang ke basadi ba tsona fela, and I am tuning out right now with lots of love and care. Family, take care.